Get template name in template tag, Django. Is there a way to get the template name, being parsed, in a template tag? I have searched and found nothing, only this previous post. Getting the template name in Django template. Which doesn't help me much, since the answer relies on settings.debug being true, which in my case can't be. I don't really know where to start on this one, so any suggestion is welcome, smiley face. Edit. So basically what I want is to create a pluggable tag that when rendered it checks for a tag object. This would be the source for the tag object. If there's a tag object, then it displays all plugin objects. If not, it creates a tag object unique to the name provided in the template tag in the template name. If getting the template name is not possible, then I guess I can just make it unique per name. The whole tag is kinda like a placeholder, for those familiar with Django CMS.
You could perhaps do this with a context processor, but I'm not sure if these have access to the name of the template. What will work is to make a wrapper for the rendering calls you do. Say you currently do the following. If you create your own wrapper for this, you could add the template name to the dictionary before the actual render takes place. Then in your views, change it as follows, assuming you saved the above function in myutils.py and it is available on your path. Now all your render calls will update the dictionary with the template name. In any template, then just use template_name to get the name. You can of course also update other rendering function like rend_to_response and such in a similar fashion. Also, the import myRender as render might or might not confuse you later on because it is named like the Django function. If so, just import it without the as render and replace all render calls with myRender. Personally, I'd prefer this since this makes it a drop-in replacement for the existing rendering functions.
Looking at the source, while the template object would have access to the template name, via .name, this value is never passed onto the parser object and therefore not available to template tags. There are various ways of making the template name available to the template itself, by adding it to the context, but not within the template tags. As Daniel Roseman mentioned in the comments, if you can elaborate on what you're actually trying to achieve, there may be a better way to achieve what you want. No offense, but this sounds like it may be an XY problem. Out of academic interest, I had a quick fiddle to see if it was possible. As far as I can see, it is possible but not without changing or monkey patching the Django source. Note, the following is not a recommended solution and merely hints at what may be required to actually make this work. Not to be used for production code. By modifying django.template.base.py with the following changes, we add the .template_name attribute to the parser object, making it available to template tags. Added optional arg to compile_string. Added template name as extra attribute to parser. Passed in the template name when calling compile_string. To test this out, I defined the following tag which simply returns the template name in caps. And the following template. This seems to work when tested in .manage.py shell. While this seems to work, I should reiterate that manually patching the Django source never a good solution and is subject to all sorts of misery when migrating to different versions.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.